Yokoso! Welcome to something a little bit different this week. Not only am I playing Mini Metro, but I'm also doing a channel update for you. I figured since I'm finishing off 2 series at almost but not quite the same time, it's left me with 1 week or 1 episode slot where I really didn't have anything to put into it without starting the new series, and I'm not prepared to do that just yet. So I figured why not discuss the situation of the channel while I play the game that I basically play when I'm not playing a game. So if you'd like to know more about Mini Metro, you can find it on Steam. It's by Dinosaur Polo Club, and it's a nice sort of relaxing game, though I'll probably not be so relaxed when it starts to get a little bit frantic, but we'll see how that goes. So really the whole point of the game is to connect people to where they want to go, and you draw lines to do that. So I'm going to go with the only Australian city on here, though I could go with Auckland since the game company is from New Zealand. I think they probably are based in Auckland, but I'm going to go with Melbourne instead. I've actually been there a few times. So there's the Yarra River. Anyway, it's going to connect things together. So, really, while I do this, I mean, if this game's not your thing, and you just sort of want to listen to the update, or if you don't want to listen to the update, and just want to see what's going on, I mean, sit and see back and watch and dust blinking lights. So anyway, the channel's been going for about 8 months now. I've uploaded, including this one, 70 videos since November 2018. November 27th is when the first episode went up. Though I was doing a lot of work beforehand, getting things together. I've been wanting to do Let's Plays for quite a while. I think I was first investigating it when they started becoming popular back in the middle of last decade. And I think that was, might have been around 2006 or something like that. But at the time I didn't have the technological means or the, or really even the financial means to look into doing it. So since then, I've really sort of taken things underway since really the start of last year. That's when I stumbled across Avak's channel and the community that he'd created, and it sort of really spurred my want to get into the whole streaming thing and the whole Let's Play thing. So I sort of started investigating, and then I really kicked things off in November after a lot of planning, a lot of work, a lot of design work. So really it was Avak who pushed me in the direction to actually start making contents. But since then, there's been quite a few other people along the way, so I'd like to extend my thanks to Avak and his community of the Dapplings, Ica and the Waddle, also to Brady and Saber, also the other communities that I'm in, and also particularly to you for coming by and watching my channel, so thank you very much for that. So, when I started the channel back in 2018, I was actually working part-time. But what happened was that there was uncertainty about that job continuing, which came to fruition. And that made me jump ship, and now I'm working a full-time job. So really what that means is that the 2 episode formats that I do every week really requires a lot of work, and I don't have that much time in my week able to do it. Probably per day I have maybe 4 hours of free time, especially during the week, say Monday to Thursday. And as a result of that, I really don't have much time outside of editing to do anything else, because my free time is spent editing videos. So as a result of that, I've been playing the games that I've wanted to play, the games that I have found fun. I don't play games necessarily because I'm good at them. I mean, that's why I have a death counter. but I play the games that I find fun. And that leads me on to Force Gemini. Now, at this point, I've finished 2 series. I've got a 3rd one finishing in my next video on Friday. So yes, Spyro is finishing on Friday. But other than that, Force Gemini, I mean, Lupus is still stuck on the spawn ship. And that's where I'm leaving him for now. I didn't enjoy Force Gemini or making a Let's Play series of it as much as I thought I would. And jumping into Spyro was actually a way of me dealing with the fact that I wasn't enjoying Force Gemini. And I recognise that now. As a result, I think my production has suffered to an extent. I've not had the ability to take things as well as I would like. I've been focusing on the 2 series thing, basically because Force Gemini was something really arduous to work on. I wanted something else to work on that I was enjoying. And then when I finally realised that, yeah, I should get Force Gemini to a position where I'm comfortable stopping it. And that position was before I even got Vela to the end of her chapter. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I've come to the realisation that, yeah, I needed a bit more variety. But as a result of that variety, everyone has been waiting week in, week out for the past 6 months or so for 1 episode of each series every week, and I don't want to necessarily have that format. I would much prefer to have a format where my viewers are able to get content more quickly from me. The issue with having my full-time job is that I can only really afford to do the 2 videos a week. If I had more time, I would be throwing out at least 3, if not more. I don't think I will get to that level, at least not that level yet. But that leads me on really to what is going on for the future of this channel. Now, I'm going to be going back, like I said in my monologue during the credits of Spyro last week, that I'm going to be going back to 1 series for the foreseeable future. I've been doing that really because I want my content to come out more quickly, and since I am limited time-wise to each episode, I mean, it takes 6 hours usually per episode for me to edit alone, and that's on top of the time I spend recording it. If I can't really sort of do the variety, I can at least get things out more quickly and then have a new series coming a lot sooner. I mean, it's taken 6 months to finish Spyro and 4 months to finish DKC2. So it's something that I recognise I've needed to really look into doing a lot better. And as a result of that, the only way forward, I think, is really to cut down on, let's say, my week-by-week variety, but long-term, I think it will be better because I'll be able to produce different content more regularly, even if it's not immediately. The experiment of the 2 series for 1 video each per week hasn't worked. The only way I could get it to work is if I had more videos per week, and I'm not in a position where I'm able to do that. On the new series though, it will be starting next Tuesday, and the only hint that I will give to what it is right now is that it involves psychic powers, dark spaces, and a flute. I'll leave you to mull over that for the next week. In other news about the channel, I am going to start resuming my Twitch streaming. I've really neglected that over the past few months. I've just been so busy with work and trying to push my videos out that I've really let that go to waste. The whole purpose of Twitch is going to be for the games that I don't necessarily want to make Let's Play series of. So that's sort of more your incidental stuff. It's more things that I don't think warrant a full series, so shorter games, new games maybe that I'll come across, PC gaming as well because of the situation I find myself in. I mean, if you have a look at my channel descriptions and here on YouTube and Twitch, I mention things like playing Elite Dangerous and Warframe, and yet I've got to produce any content for either game in the 8 months that I've been doing this. The reason for that is because the PC I was planning to use as my streaming PC, it has a thermal issue. It is prone to shutting down due to thermal overload so quickly. It's an old HP laptop and it's always run hot. So I've never really been able to rely on it greatly. And so trying to basically push OBS and the game through the secondary old laptop and getting it out onto the internet, I don't think it's in a position anymore where it is able to handle that. So as a result, my gaming content for the channel has been all of my retro games. It's really sort of put it into a retro games, I wouldn't necessarily say category, other than Spyro, but in a way Spyro as well has been a retro game. It's really sort of pushed and restricted what I've been able to put out there. So I'm going to go ahead probably from next Friday or Saturday night, Australia time, so that will be the 9th or the 10th of August. So keep an eye on my Twitter. I will be linking that directly in the doobly-doo as well as my Twitch channel. So have a look at that if you want to get more content out of me, and please come and drop by when you possibly can. I'm pushing for affiliate status on Twitch. With that said, the long-term plans for the channel is really dependent on my own personal things going on in my life. Most notably, I will be very likely going to be moving to the United States at the start of next year. That's something that I've been planning to do for a very, very long time. And that's because of my husband Dairakku, who's also got a presence on Twitch, though I haven't seen much of him streaming lately as well. As a result of me moving over, that's going to present its own opportunities and its own restrictions. One of the great opportunities I'm looking forward to is that my videos will be able to come out in what's basically American prime time. But at the same time, I'll just be a small voice clamoring for attention in the middle of that busy period. Similarly, it will also most likely help with my current situation with the channel, because I'm currently uploading my videos at 7 AM my time in Australia, because I have to go to work. So the only time I have to promote my channel is in that short time I have before I go out the door. So I'm not able to promote my new videos as much as I would like. On top of that, it's also not in that prime time, and actually just falls before it. It's typically 4 or 5 PM on the East Coast, and everyone's still at work pretty much as you move west from there across America. So that will also, I believe, help get my content out there and more visible. But before that, though, and partially as a result of me moving to the United States next year, pending everything going well, is that I've got a number of other things that will be happening. One of them being that I'm going to have to move out of where I currently live at the end of November. And as a result of that, and as a result of things that will be happening, I'm predicting January, February for my ultimate move to the United States. I don't know if I will be able to produce YouTube videos during that time. As much as I will try, and try very hard to do so, I can't necessarily guarantee that it's going to happen. So what I basically want to do is move during that time to a more stream-focused channel or stream-focused content at the time. Because during then I'll be able to focus on a stream much better. Streams, I find as well, tend to be more ephemeral rather than the YouTube videos, which I suppose as well is why I limit the content or the type of content that I want on the streams. Because of my current situation with the gaming PC and the streaming PC basically being useless, I don't want to record my Twitch VODs and put them on YouTube because that's potentially too much strain on my PC. As it is, I've already got a computer that's getting on to be 5 years old. In fact, I think it's over 5 years old as of early next year. So everything is very much on tenterhooks. So I don't want to push it way too much beyond what it can do. So I'm basically going to focus at that time on streaming, I think. I will try and get YouTube videos out where I can, but I honestly can't make any guarantees that it's going to happen. As much as I would love it to happen, I can't see myself creating the same sort of content that I am now. However, after I get to the US, I certainly estimate that I will be able to do far more on a regular basis. And I will be able to stream far more regularly. I'll be able to produce videos far more regularly. And so I look forward to having more time. That's basically the main limiter I have with my channel. So I look forward to the time when I have time to be more productive. So there we go, folks. Oh, one last thing that I didn't mention, especially in regards to time, and that's Patreon. I'm not looking to create a Patreon just yet, but if you would like me to do so, let me know. Comments or Twitter or other methods if you know how to contact me. And let me know if you would like me to create a Patreon. I don't know what I can offer in terms of tiers and those sorts of things, but if that is something that interests you, then please let me know. Alright, so I think that's everything to say at the moment. Basically, I'm moving back to one series twice a week. I will be streaming on Twitch sometime on Australian weekends, probably in the evening my time, which is early morning in America and mid-morning lunchtime in Europe. And in the long term, I'm going to be moving to the United States, and I hope to have more time to get things done early next year. But until then, I will keep spinning out YouTube videos for you twice a week. I will resume my Twitch streaming, and I will hopefully make more and better content for you. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you for supporting the channel so far. So until next time you drop by, otsukare-sama.